everyone. Welcome to another episode of Graded Events. I'm your host, Delaney Hall. So happy to be back with you. Almost March, which is pretty incredible to say. If you're anything like me, you're probably very much done with the snow. And we have been very spoiled with these spring-like temperatures. And speaking of those temperatures, I want to bring in my good friend Jacqueline Waters, of course, from Track Rate Meteorologist. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so some of the events that we're going to be talking about today are outside. So are we going to continue this nice stretch?
Yes, but it will be cooler on Thursday. Today's Thursday. On Sunday. My days are messed up.
I know. You've had a crazy work week this week.
So do you have any events tomorrow?
There's a couple, but they're mostly inside.
Okay.
There is one specifically outside on Saturday at the Diamond.
So Saturday will be nice. Okay. Partly sunny. We have a dry front moving through, so it will be a bit windy. So don't let anything blow away. But we won't have any rain, any snow, which is good. And temperatures will be in the mid-60s.
And as far as Friday and Sunday?
Friday, clear skies. Temperatures will be around the upper 50s.
Okay.
And then Sunday is the cooler day. So about 20 degrees colder on Sunday, 45-ish.
Okay, that's still better than like the teens that we have with that Arctic air and all that. Okay.
And mostly sunny, so no risk of rain for the weekend.
I will take that.
Or snow.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Praise. I'll just say that. I think a lot of us are over the snow. So one of the events, the one that I highlighted this week, is actually called World Wildlife Day. It's happening at Maymont. This is Saturday from 10 to 5. If you've ever been to Maymont Park, have you been to Maymont Park, Jackie?
I don't think I have.
Okay, it's a huge space. Saying Maymont Park is kind of just saying like, oh, it's like in Richmond. Like you need to be kind of specific. So there's two specific locations where World Wildlife Day is happening at Maymont. At the Robbins Nature Center, which is on Shields Lake Drive, and then on Maymont Farm, which is on Spotswood Road. And Maymont Farm and the Nature Center are like right next to each other, so it's pretty easy to find. This day basically will celebrate nature and wildlife. So for World Wildlife Day. So I want to bring in some of the photos of the animals that they have at Maymont. So more than a dozen wildlife organizations will be there for presentations, enrichment activities, film screenings. Some of the organizations we're talking about is the Wildlife Center of Virginia, Virginia Master Naturalists, Bat Conservation and Rescue. There's also animal feedings, animal keeper talks, truly anything you can think about when it comes to animals. And there's several, I think a couple hundred animals on Maymont's property on any given day. A lot of them are aquatic animals like fish, but they are animals nonetheless. Of course, this is our pal. I don't know if this is Nola or Louie. No. They have two otters right now. I believe Nola got there fairly recently, and so sweet. We were actually doing our interview there, and I think they saw the reflection of the lights, started swimming around, making bubbles. They were cracking me up. Also, I believe this is a tortoise, snapping turtle. I'm not a zoologist. I don't want to be wrong. This is so fascinating to watch the seahorses. It was really cute seeing them. This is also all in the Robbins Nature Center. Seeing the seahorse tails like tie together. Some of them would try to swim away, but they were all tied at the tails. It was very cute. We have sheep and goats, alpacas. I met these two hilarious guys. I believe one's name is Othello. I can't remember the other one's name. But all of these are going to be up for discussion, and you can see most of them on World Wildlife Day on Saturday at Maymont. This is free for all ages. A lot of the sessions, or some of the sessions, are capacity limited. So it's a first come, first serve basis. Once you get there, you can decide if you want to go to a session that is has that capped capacity, and you can sign up for those. There's also going to be some food trucks there as well. But I did talk to Krista Weatherford with Maymont about why they're doing this. So let's take a listen.
Showcase these animals, help to educate the public about species that they may see commonly in their backyards, or animals that they're afraid of or nervous about, clear up some misconceptions and that type of thing. So we're really trying to get the word out. Plus, we're also trying to see what things we can do to help wildlife.
So important when she talks about conservation. Now, you're an animal lover.
Yes.
Do any type of animals like scare you, or you know what I mean? Are you scared of anything?
So I will say, as a surfer, I used to be terrified of sharks.
Okay.
But then when I was in school in Hawaii, I swam with them no cage, and I kind of got over. I think have I ever told you this story?
You probably have.
I got over my fear, but I still get nervous. I mean, your brother's a surfer too.
Yeah.
If a surfer's out there on a surfboard and you see a fin, you're nervous. You look like a seal. I would probably jump in the water. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. But if they know what you are, like there's so many rules, then they don't want to taste you.
Do they say to, like, you're not supposed to fight them, obviously, but like gouge them in the eye or something like that?
Yeah, you keep eye contact. Also, see, I said I would jump in the water, but you shouldn't splash because then you look injured. So there's a lot of rules, but sharks are probably one of the top ones.
Okay.
And snakes I don't like.
Understandable. There will be no sharks, I can tell you, at Maymont. Krista, what you didn't see there, when I was talking to Krista during our interview, she was holding a baby alligator named Cypress. I mean, he was probably like this long, but he was in his little bucket when we weren't holding him. And she really said, a lot of people have a fear of reptiles, snakes, alligators and such. And so they really want to bring awareness. And it's all about education, right?
Yes.
Getting to the root of that fear. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's World Wildlife Day Saturday from 10 to 5. Over at Maymont. Go check it out. I will also be having some stories running tomorrow in our evening shows that you can see Cypress and you can meet him. I incorrectly called him Cyrus, and then I apologized to him. So name is Cypress.
He's watching right now.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, get it right. That's what I have for World Wildlife Day. I want to move on to our handy-dandy list. Another big event happening this weekend is the Richmond Home and Garden Show. And what you're going to realize with a lot of our events this week, for some reason, a lot of them have to do with flowers, which I think in gardens, which is appropriate, I guess, for this time of year, right? It's starting to get warm. People are trying to get outside. But the Richmond Home and Garden Show is tomorrow through Sunday at the Richmond Raceway, 10 to 7 on Friday, 10 to 5 and Saturday, and then 10 to 5 on Sunday. So are you a big HGTV lover? Do you watch a lot of home improvement shows?
Not really, but I do have tickets to that. So I've been thinking about going with my mom.
Yeah, she would love that. So if those of you watching watch HGTV, that show Unsellable Houses, their hosts Leslie and Lindsay will also be there. Yeah, I can get lost in HGTV, especially as my husband and I try to fix our house.
Yes. You should just start a show yourself.
Oh gosh, it's the blind leading the blind over here. But at the Home and Garden Show, you'll find a garden market, coffee and music lounge, a feature garden in actually one of the buildings, and exhibitors. Quite literally, the list of I couldn't even get through the whole list because it was very long. You'll find vendors for construction, electronics, fashion, flooring, garden, pools, windows, doors, home appliances, truly anything you can think of when it comes to your home or a garden, right? Home and Garden Show. You're going to be able to find there. Yeah. So this is $9 at the door for adults. You can save $2 by ordering online at $7 at richmondhomeandgarden.com. Children 12 and under are free. There's a couple of ticket discounts if you go to their website. Like on Friday, I believe seniors get free admission with an ID. There's also something for military veterans happening on some days too. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in seeing what kind of discounts you can get. And then that's at the Raceway. Free parking. I think the last time I was at the Raceway was for the Bazaar.
I didn't go to that this year.
Yeah. Oh.
I know.
I get sucked in every year. It's the best. So yeah, if you've ever been to the Raceway, it should be your normal parking situation. All right, so back to our list. The next event I want to talk about is History Blooms at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. This is actually a 3-day event that starts on Friday and runs through Sunday. It features lectures, workshops, and demonstrations that highlight florals from different parts of Virginia. And they're partnering with the Garden Club of Virginia for all of this. There are going to be some beautiful displays throughout the museum, all prepared by that club. So 10 to 5, Friday through Sunday. Tickets, you can get tickets at virginiahistory.org. The price is $12. This actually reminds me, Jackie, of in college, I went to Virginia Tech. There was a class called Floral Design.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but literally it was like 15 people per semester could get in this class. It was impossible to get into. I could never do it. But everyone that came out of there had the most beautiful bouquets. I mean, they looked professional. Yeah, and I feel like all of the florists out there and garden clubs, everyone who's making these displays and bouquets, it's a talent.
It is a talent.
And it's not easy.
And you have to have the eye for it.
I don't have an eye.
I'm sure you have a better eye for it than I do.
It's fun to play around, Anyway, that's on.
That sounds fun too.
Yeah, Virginia Museum of History and Culture all weekend long. You can check that out. So the next event, Netsy's Block Party. I cannot believe we are almost at opening day with the Flying Squirrels. It's actually April 4th.
Wow.
Against the Akron Rubber Ducks. And Jackie, I think the last time we were at the Diamond, I was with you.
Was it?
I think so.
I was throwing out the first pitch? No.
Autumn, I believe, was working it. She was doing some live shots for our evening shows, and I think you and I went to support.
That's the last time you went? Wow.
I remember being kind of cold, so maybe it wasn't the last time. That's the one that sticks out in my mind.
That was like the first one I went last year, I think.
Yeah. Well, it was last year the first opportunity you got to go to the Diamond, or have you been there before? Since
I was there. That was the second year.
Okay.
First year I threw out the first pitch. So hopefully they'll
right.
invite me back and I could throw it even further.
That's right. Okay. Well,
April 4th. Wow.
I know. It's almost in a month. So they're going to be playing the Akron Rubber Ducks. So essentially, back to Netsy's Block Party. This happens every year. This year it's happening Saturday at the Diamond from 10 to 1 at the Blue Lot. Free parking in any other lot you can find around there. You're going to find food vendors, mascot autographs, games, kids activities. The Squirrel's Nest will be open. So just a big celebration to kick off the almost opening date. And the big thing here, it's the first time you can get individual tickets for the 2025 season.
Gotcha.
Just go to one of the ticket booths there and you can buy individual game tickets there. So that's kind of the big kicker there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to baseball season.
I know. I do love going.
I feel like you and I are summer lovers.
Yeah. I love all seasons though. I love fall. I love winter.
You have a different
I love spring.
All of them. You have a different perspective, I think, because you're a meteorologist. To me, I'm
maybe.
like, oh, it's cold, it's hot,
Mm-hmm.
and I associate like vacations with summertime and
That's
that kind
fair.
of thing. So
That's fair.
All right, last event also features flowers. Love it. Virginia Orchid Society show and sale. This is happening at Lewis Ginter all weekend long. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So tomorrow, Friday, 1 to 5, Saturday from 9 to 5, and Sunday from 9 to 3. The show is going to be happening in the Garden Cafe. The sale is going to be happening at the auditorium at the Kelly Education Center. And there's no cost to attend the sale or the lectures. You'll find vendors, grower supplies, demonstrations, more displays of beautiful flowers. If you want a full list of the vendors and lectures, I suggest going to their website. They go more in depth about it. That's Virginia, or VAOrchidsociety.org. And have you been to Lewis Ginter, Jackie?
It's so bad. I forget the names of the places.
It's okay. There's a lot of beautiful spots around Richmond, so.
I feel like I have. I don't know why.
It's kind of in the Lakeside Henrico area. Really fun year-round, but during the holidays, they light it all up too. So
Pretty.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been there during the springtime though, when everything's starting to bloom and everything. So I bet that'd be a really fun opportunity.
21 days until spring.
I was about to ask you.
I always found it
left. And so what day does it fall on this year? Do you have the 21 days?
I can pull up my calendar. I think it's March 20th.
March.
I believe so.
Yeah, that March 20th is exactly 21 days. 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from today.
I think it's in the morning, 5 a.m. or something. That's when we have
because it's been a very active winter.
It has, and a lot of meteorologists are tired. So hopefully spring will be not too crazy.
I fear we're all tired because spring, and then what's the next big milestone besides summer? Because hurricane season doesn't start till June, right?
Yeah. You mean in the weather?
Yeah.
I mean, spring you have severe weather season, really, and then hurricane season, June. Yeah. Summer,
It's summer. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot in Richmond.
Thunderstorms.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So severe weather. Okay. Well, cool. Well, that's all I have for Grade 8 events this week. Jackie, do you have anything else to add?
No, sounds like a lot of events to pick from, usual in Richmond. All of them sound interesting.
I need to talk to you later about your time at the Science Museum last week.
Oh, so fun.
I know, the pictures looked amazing. You posted them on your socials, right?
Yes.
Okay, check out Jacqueline's social media for that.
The mystery event, that was fun.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. All right, well, for now, we will say goodbye, and I will add, If you have an event or something that you would like for us to talk about, to mention, please send us an email at news@wrac.com. We are also doing some live interviews on 8 News at 9. You can email interview@wrac.com, and that'll go right to our team to see if it's a good fit for our show. So we'd love to hear from you. But for now, we will say goodbye and have a great day.